Hello everyone, welcome to SAP Top Notch. Today's topic is cycle counting, background job scheduling. In our previous topic, we have seen the complete cycle of cycle counting process. And at the time, I said that there are certain areas which really need to go into the details. So this is one of the topic we will go in details, background job scheduling. To start with, we'll go through the agenda first. First, we'll check the ABC classification, what is the configuration required or what is configuration setup is done in the system. Then based on that setup, we will check the ABC analysis counting, how it is supposed to be done in the system. We will check the output when we run it. Then we will create CC program for background scheduling. We will create certain variants, support the program. We will define the background job, then schedule it, and we will check the results. So this is the overall agenda. So this is only, to schedule the background job for the CC count. Let's start. Okay, to my right, you are able to see one table. This is nothing but the configuration which is supposed to be done for CC counting. So if you go into the inventory management in the physical inventory node, you will find this configuration wherein this setup is required. So I'll just quickly run through the setup. Here you are able to see A, B, C, and D, three categories, four categories basically mentioned. Against that numbers, you are able to see 0, 1, 2, 6, 3, and 1. What it means? It means for category A materials, I need to count 12 times for the given year. Similarly for B, C, and D, 6 times, 3 times, and 1 time. Then moving on to the float. Float is nothing but number of working days, which is the buffer to complete the physical count. So once we generate the cycle counting document, we keep this as a buffer for A category, 10 for B category, 20 for C category, okay, and 0 is mentioned for D category. This percentage are representing the value which falls under category A. So anything which values first 56% value material we considered as a category materials. Then after that 28% value material we consider those as B category materials. Subsequently 14 and 2 C and D category materials. Okay, so this is the configuration required need to be done in the physical inventory node. So let's move on to the next screen. Now ABC analysis for cycle counting. You can run through the transaction code MIBC. In MIBC you are having certain selection criteria. You are able to see in the consumption or the usage mode. You can simply give from to date. So this is the criteria or this 3 months I have taken to calculate the ABC classification. So based on this input parameters, I'm going to run this transaction and check what is the ABC classification proposed by the system. Here you also tick this all material held in stock. If you tick this indicator, it means system will consider all the materials at the plant level. If you do not tick it, it means it will consider only material in which CC indicator is mentioned in the material master. Okay, so based on your requirement, you can simply tick it or keep it unticked. Next screen. As soon as you execute MICN, you are able to see the result. To my left, all the material codes which is selected. Then the value column. So based on this value, system has proposed this A, B, C, D indicator. Okay. Also, system has shown what is the old indicator already available in the system. If you save these results, this new proposed values will be saved against every material. Okay, so if you want to save it and make this analysis based on the new valuation, you can simply save it and get it updated in the material master. Moving on to the next. Now here we are going to start the background scheduling, because previously I have just shown you the basics which is definitely required to understand the concept of background scheduling. Okay, so every material now has A, B, C and D CC indicator in its material master. Now I want to schedule those job, because as I have shown that A category material need to be count 12 times, B category 20 and subsequently. So to automatically generate those document, we need to run the program in the background. To run it, we need to use two programs. Okay. So the program one is RM07ICN1. So which is nothing but batch job for MICN. So what this first program will do, it will check all the materials which need to be considered for counting based on the history data. So if already material document is created and it is not yet completed for the counting, it won't consider those materials. It will only consider materials which are not counted earlier or which is already counted and the counting is completed. Okay. Then program 2, this particular program actually runs in the background to generate the cycle counting document. So background scheduling is combination of these two program. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we will create the variant for both this program. We will create one variant with the selection parameter for program 1 and then for program 2, so that we can schedule the job in the background. Okay, as I said, we will create the variant. If you run through MICN, you are able to see certain selection criteria. You can put the material range, you can put the plant, you can give the storage location for which you want to create the background job. There are more criteria for the selection. If you see stock type, we have warehouse, quality inspection, block. So you can simply tick those check boxes so that it will consider for your background program. So I have ticked only the warehouse stock I want to consider. I don't want to check quality inspection and the blocked stock. Then here there are further selections. You can see that only materials with zero stock. Okay, only material with zero stock, material without zero stock, such criteria can be selected over here. I have shown also the duration for which I want to schedule the program. So complete 1 year duration is taken from 2. Also you are able to see generate batch input. So this is very important. Once you are scheduling this program, you need to tick this generate batch input, because this is the trigger for your second program. If you untick it, your second program will not run. So this is very important step over here. So I'm going to create one variant here. You are able to see, simply go create variant and save the variant. If you are able to see, one job is created, one variant is created for variant 1 and for this program. Then create variant for the program 2, which is RSBDCSUB. To schedule this program, we have to use SA38, which is nothing but ABAP program execution. Go to SA38, put the program name, which is this. Then system will ask the session name. So put session MB underscore MI01 underscore CN. Put the date range. Okay. And then create the variant. Just save it as a variant so that you will get two variants which need to be scheduled in the background. Moving on to the next, define background job. So we have created two variants for two programs. Now we have to define the background job for them. So just go into SM36. Okay. For program 1, give one job name to it, and once you click into enter, you will get this screen pop-up window wherein you will put the program name, the first program, which is this one. Also select the variant which you have created, the first variant against this program. Go on to the next. Now here you are able to see create. So the first program is already there. Now click on create. So once you click on create, it will further give you the pop-up window. Then mention the second program here with the variant name what you have created. Once you create for second program also, you are able to see there are two programs. Now for these two programs, you will schedule the job by saving it. Your job is scheduled. Now in SM36, go to start condition, sorry. In start condition, you can mention whether you want to run it immediately or you can mention the period values. Click on the period values, it will reflect hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, or other period which you want to run. Click on next. You can simply give the start date when you want to start this. Click on check and save it. As soon as you save it, you are able to see one message: job saved with the status scheduled. So this job is now scheduled, and based on whatever the time and date you have given, it will automatically run in the background and it will show you the output. So to check the output, click on SM37. In SM37, you can see the job is finished. So it means your job for the background program has run successfully. Now you can check the results for physical inventory list. Now simply go on to the next screen, click MI27 physical inventory list and execute the report. You are able to see all the material documents are generated here, physical inventory documents, the material codes for this location. System status showing not yet counted because we have just created it. So this is how we can generate the background job for cycle counting material, and the cycle counting configuration is ABCD with different intervals and the percentage. Okay, so this is how we can do that. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel so that you will get more familiar with many more videos coming. Thank you very much.